Hey everyone, so I'm filming something a little different in the studio today. You may have already seen the video. If not, there is a link somewhere up here, I would imagine. But I thought I would do a little vlog to show exactly what I did, how I created it. I like to do a lot of my videos completely live, and this is something where the audio was recorded live, but the video was manipulated afterwards to make it do something interesting. So I was going to show you a little bit of my setup here and how I went about creating the video, and hopefully you can take something from it and enjoy as well at the same time. So let me give you a quick tour of my studio. So I got my new light. It's very pretty, very, very bright as well, my guitar. And I got two little backlights set up so I can kind of cut out some of the shadows on the wall. And I got my other guitar over there. I've got the loop station set up. And as you can see, looking back at the light, it's pretty bright looking from here. And what I'm going to do is, in a single take, I'm going to record a multi-track a cappella video and then layer it up afterwards in Final Cut Pro to make it look like there are 5 of me singing the piece when there's just 1 of me, actually. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So what I've done here in GarageBand is just created a skeleton version of the track that I'll be singing along to, so I have something to play in my ears. And you can hear a little bit here. Hideously and horribly auto-tuned, but that's just to keep the key. And then what I'll be doing is taking my laptop over to this nice little love seat here, and then I'll be listening to this track as I'm singing along, doing the live recording. So I'm just going to go move all this over. Realised I've actually got a load of material sitting on my camera already. So I tried one take of this and then the SD card actually gave out on me, so I'm just moving that all over to my documents now. And then once that's done, we can get going. Come on. Now, typically the battery's given out on me on the camera, so now I need to wait for that to charge because it's going to be one really, really long take that needs to be done in one go, so I need that to be fully charged. Remember kids, always have a spare battery. Okay, so I'm going to need to do 5 separate takes of this, so I've just copied the tracks over 5 times, and then in between each take, I will move my position on the background to make it look like there is more of me, and hopefully this should work. I've never tried this before, so we'll see what happens. So mic I'm using today, the TC Helicon MP75. I don't know why I like this mic so much. It seems to have like a really nice warm sound when you're using it for vocal work. I don't find it so good for beatboxing. I find it gets a bit kind of beefed out at the lower end, but for what I'll be doing today, I think this mic is going to be absolutely perfect. Okay, I think we're about ready to do take number 1. Hopefully the only takes. It's going to take, each of these takes is going to take up a good couple of minutes each. You're probably looking at about like 10 or 20 minute take, single take. Wish me luck. We'll see if I'm still here when it's daylight. How? I literally just changed you. Right then, plan B, I'm going to be using my mobile phone to film this one instead. The camera on this thing's pretty good. It's the OnePlus 6X. OnePlus 6X? What am I talking about? The OnePlus 6. Okay, so plan B, I'm going to be using my mobile to film this instead because I get very few opportunities to do filming like this, so I'm going to... And I can't stand the battery on this thing, so I'm going to use my phone instead. We'll see how it goes. Oh my god, yes! I think I've done it. I actually have done it. So I've just finished take number 1, and vocally it felt good. The one problem with doing things this way is that I've got no idea what it's going to sound or look like until I actually start editing it. So I either have the option to do one more take now or edit it and then maybe see if I need to do another one. Right now, looking at how dark it's getting outside, I think I'm going to do the edit and see what it looks like. Fingers crossed. So as you can probably tell from the length of my hair here, it's been a while since I've come back to doing this video. And unfortunately, I've lost the final part of this vlog because I've had to change computers and I left it on the computer I was using. To actually take you through what I did with the video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the same thing, but in this video, which is kind of strangely meta, as I'm editing it right now. Look at that lovely face. So right, if we switch over to the Mac. So we're in Final Cut Pro here, and we're going to use the keyer effect to basically remove the background from the video so we can overlay this video on top of itself multiple times at different timestamps to give the effect that there are 5 of me standing here. Now, unfortunately, I've lost the original project for this, so I'm just going to show you the way to use the effect. There are much better tutorials online for this. I'll put a link into the description for the one I used, but basically all I'm going to do is just take a clip that I've recorded separately and stick it underneath this clip of me celebrating at the end, and then go to effects and grab the keyer effect and lay that onto the base video, and you can already see it starting to have an effect. So it's picked up the blue of my shirt and is overlaying the video on top of it. Now we want to change the color that it's keying off to be the white on the background instead. So what I'm going to do is click on the effect, take sample color, and grab the background. Now you can see it's a little bit muddy, and by playing with a lot of these settings, you can get it so that it will give you like a solid color background instead. But now if we play it, you'll be able to see things starting to come through.
Vocal work. I don't find it so good for beatboxing. I find it gets a bit kind of beefed out. I actually have.
So obviously there's a bit of layering issue going on there. Unfortunately, I've lost my original settings, so I'm going to have to find this again myself as to how I did this. Now you can see here, for some reason, it's still taking the sample color as my t-shirt. I just needs a bit of tweaking to make it pick the sample color for the background, but you can see the effect.
And when you're using it for vocal work, I don't find it so good for beatboxing. I find it gets a bit kind of...
It's actually a pretty cool t-shirt. Thanks very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please do comment below, letting me know what you'd like to see, whether it's just more stuff with the loop station, more stuff with video editing software. Also comment if you'd like to hear me do a particular song, if you have a favorite song you'd like to hear done as a loop or an a cappella cover. Please do get in touch. I do love to hear from everybody. Other than that, I will see you in the next video.